Hello there and welcome to my step-by-step guide for beginner and intermediate Russian learners on how to read Dostoevsky in source with AI, boost your Russian grammar and vocab with it, and hold more meaningful conversations with Russian native speakers. So let's go. Let's turn the camera here so you can see me. So, ever wanted to read Dostoevsky in Russian? I think so, yeah. So, but you might have felt overwhelmed by those dense sentences, complex vocab. So, what if I told you that ChatGPT could be your personal reading assistant? Because it would be breaking down every sentence, explaining words, and making Russian literature more accessible than ever. So, why Dostoevsky? Dostoevsky is a classic author with the greatest psychological and philosophical ideas, with rich and deep language, and of course, always difficult and yet really rewarding. So, why don't everyone learn Russian with his books in Russian, if everyone admires his work? And there are two reasons for that. So first, there are long sentences, and sometimes a single sentence feels like a paragraph, right? And it's actually complicated to read for me as well. So the second reason is the grammar and vocab you will feel the grammar and vocab overload, right? There are multiple clauses, particles, indirect speech, and etc. So I feel you. And how can you read and understand this, right? If you are a beginner. And we're here for the solution, right? So what's the solution? So you might try using ChatGPT to break it down for you. And let's check what's so cool about it. It will boost your grammar and vocab so you can actually understand what's being said better and thus have more meaningful conversations in Russian. So how it works. Here's a simple prompt that will make your Dostoevsky much easier to read. And of course, I will, you can find it in the description of the video. Somehow around it, I will place it somewhere, right? Okay, so here's the prompt. Please prepare a breakdown of each word and phrase, followed by the translation of the sentence, blah, 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 blah. First sentence should be all like full authentic sentence from the text, then breakdown of words, followed by phrases, and then sentence again. So this will, here's how we use it, right, basically. Step one. You got to find a TXT file of any books by Dostoevsky that you like, and I will, add a PDF or a text version for you, so you won't be, looking too far in Google. And step two is just copy a piece of text and that one that you'd like to read and paste it to ChatGPT with that prompt, like this. Look, right? So please prepare a breakdown. That's our prompt, and this is the beginning of, I think that was Crime and Punishment. Right, so then here's what you will get. Right, there you go. So you see there's a word by word breakdown first, like in beginning of July, in extremely hot, в начале июля, в чрезвычайно жаркое время, под вечер один, blah, 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 blah. And then the phrase by phrase breakdown, this is beautiful. So you can actually go from like separate word to a phrase, giving you full understanding, right? And even this, where is it? Oh yeah, there you go. So, and then you see the restructured sentence and English translation. Thus, you make some work and then you put it together. You see individual words, phrases, and of course, it still might be dense, right? But repetition is how we learn. So by the sheer volume of the interaction with the Russian language through the text, you will see more and more patterns in Dostoevsky's text. And of course, here's one more thing. My name is Vladimir, and I'm a Russian-speaking coach. And I help English speakers to start holding meaningful conversations in Russian in just 5 months. That's what I do, basically. And that's why some of my students can now speak the language of their loved ones and children, even at home. Here's Dana from the States, and here's Anatoly from Ukraine, for example, and others are comfortably traveling to Russia and Kazakhstan, exactly like Mr. Bold and my student Aaron from Australia. And some of them are even able to strike off a conversation with Russian babushka in a Euro market in San Jose. Yeah, it's not babushka, it's babushka actually. So here's what one of my students. Here's what one of my students said. No, it doesn't work right. So here's what one of my students say. So Richard said that I've learned more in 1 month of studying with him, Vladimir, than in 6 months of trying to learn on my own. So if you're looking for a smart way to learn Russian, or a smart way to learn how to speak Russian, I can help you. So use the link in the description of the video to apply for a free 15-minute discovery call, so we could check if my signature at source method will work for you. That's basically it. So there will be like like a form. You just fill it out and I will get it and I'll reach out to you as soon as possible. That's it. So, пока. See you.